tragedy or a comedy, not because of what we decide in the moment, but because it was already written that way. Consider a thought scenario. A scientist builds a machine, a sort of cosmic telescope that can peer into other parts of the block universe. It cannot change anything, only observe. He points it at a location in space-time that corresponds to his own laboratory, one day in his future. He sees himself on the screen, looking at the very same screen, but his future self is smiling. Why? A moment later, his future self picks up a piece of paper and holds it to the screen. On it is written a single word: because. The scientist is now trapped in a loop of foreknowledge. He now knows he will smile in 24 hours. He can try to fight it. He can spend the next day scowling, determined to prove the machine wrong. But perhaps just as the moment arrives, a sudden memory strikes him. The absurdity of his own stubbornness, the sheer cosmic irony of his situation, and an involuntary smile spreads across his face. Or perhaps he simply remembers the paper with the word because and smiles at the elegant closed loop of it all. His struggle against fate was part of the very mechanism that fulfilled it. The line on the sculpture accounted for his foreknowledge, his resistance, and his eventual, inevitable smile. There are no paradoxes in the block universe, only intricate, self-consistent patterns that we with our linear view perceive as paradoxes. This leads to another scenario: the problem of change. If all of time exists at once, how can anything ever truly change? We perceive a green leaf turning brown, but in the block universe, there is simply a leaf at time 1, which is green, and the leaf at time 2, which is brown. These are just different static properties of the leaf at different temporal coordinates. Nothing has turned from one state to another. Instead, reality is composed of a series of cosmic still frames. Our consciousness just experiences them in sequence, creating the cinematic illusion of motion and change. This is a profound departure from our most basic intuition. The very flow of our thoughts, the feeling of becoming, is cast as a trick of perception. And what of the great mysteries of life and death, and the eternalist view